Back on the Travelling Norton. Okay, back on the Travelling Norton. Okay, so one thing I like about dealing in the old bikes is the history of them, and the Norton that we're talking about now, the Big Four with the sidecar combination outfit. It came with a few nice little bits. So it's only three previous owners from new. So I'll be the fourth. I think that's right. Just a minute, I'll have a check. But it did come with quite a lot of Norton. Nice big folder full of stuff. And there's something else I want to show you in a minute. But so, I mean, look at this. Original workshop manual. I say original. I mean, it certainly looks old. Some of the pictures in here, though, absolutely fantastic. And this is when people really used to look after the bikes. I mean, to change the head, you get like 2 paragraphs of information, and off you go. Removing and refitting the valve guides. Look at that. Removing and refitting the valve guides. You've got kind of 8 lines of information to go on. That's when men were men, and they're just gone with it. So I am. I'm the 5th owner. So there's 4 former keepers. So the chap I bought it off, there was 3 before me. So, and it's also got the original buff logbook and everything like that for it. Spare key. I don't even know if that works. Actually, I haven't tried it. But anyway, something that was really nice that came with it, and I love, as I say, love the history of these bikes. Was this? Now I kind of put it into a frame, mashed it about, but this was the previous owner that purchased it in 1983. So I'll read you some of this. Ann and Ted Buckle. So the Norton Big Four 600 side valve jet engine swallow sidecar. I'm just going to turn this and show you. I don't know, you probably won't read it there, but I'll read it out for you. So this motorcycle was purchased by us in the summer of 1983. It was completely dismantled and was taken home in a trailer. From this, I repainted and rebuilt the Norton. We then attended a number of rallies in 1984. In September, the Norton carried us to the Port Talbot Festival of Transport, covering around 300 miles. Crikey, blimey, 300 miles on that. And, with the sidecar, actually, I don't think the sidecar was on there at this time, but anyway, 300 miles for that is, that's cracking motorbiking, that is, fair play to him. The following year, in 1985, we took the Norton to Yorkshire, using the motorcycle to tour the Yorkshire Dales. Meanwhile, we found the Jet 80 sidecar, which is on it now. So, I mean, that was kind of married up to it in 1985. So I set to work and repainted the sidecar. During the summer of 1986, I fixed the sidecar to the Norton, completing the combination as you see it now. In September this year, it carried us back to South Wales, on this occasion to take part in their road run on the Saturday, this time covering around 350 miles. Absolutely brilliant. The Norton never gave us any trouble on any of our trips. I'm guessing that was because he was such a clever guy and really looks after you can tell just by looking at it anyway. So there's a little newspaper cutting, a snippet there. The proud owner of the combination, Ted Buckle, 55, of Nursling Street, Nursling, Southampton, bought the machine in pieces 8 years ago. So this is 8 years after 1983 he bought it, so 1991. He said, I had a long period when I went to driving cars, but about 12 or 14 years ago, I started motorcycling again. I love the freedom of it. And that is Chris Chope in the sidecar with Ted Buckle service. I mean, some of you guys might know who these fellas are. Kind of around the it's a small world, isn't it? You know, small social circuit around the classic car and motorbike world. And there it is there, Theakston Town Hill, a couple of photos of it. So, yeah, a lovely bit of history from one of the previous owners. So, anyway, fuel taps. There's one each side, so we need both fuel taps on there. Click, click. There's the tickler. You can see in there, so we just need to keep pressing the tickler until we start seeing a bit of fuel. There it is, bit of fuel chucking out. And okay, so on the handlebars, we've got advance and retard on this side. We've got the choke on that side, just under the left handlebar. Let me just climb on the bike. Excuse me. There we go. So under here we have the valve lifter. Take the compression out of the valve. So what I'm just going to do is just lift the valve lifter first and just give it a few kicks down. Just get a bit of fuel through. Let go of the valve lifter and I'll feel the compression there. I'm just going to lift it just to get it over top dead centre. And I'm going to give it a good kick and see what happens. The amp meter going a bit crazy there. Just climb back off it. That's choked up at the minute, so we'll run it till she's a bit warmer, then we'll get that choke off. It's a cold day today though, so just wait for it to get out of it. This is a cold start plug here as well, so once it is warm, if we bring that back, you can hear the revs dropping slightly. It just lifts the revs. It lifts the air slide in the carburettor basically. It lifts it. Just to show you. Just to show that we're pumping oil around. See there it is. There we go. And to knock it off, just lift the valve. That kills the engine. There we go. Just turn that back around again. And that's what I really like. I mean, I feel very privileged to be owning it, to be honest. And my plan for it is to keep hold of it and get out with my sons and daughter and possibly my partner. But she's got visions of me pulling a pin out and the sidecar going one way and me going the other, Wallace and Gromit style. So she's going to take a bit more tempting. But there is a back seat. I mean, it could carry three of us with the sidecar, the back seat, and obviously me driving it. So I have been out on it. Last year I went to the Oaks in Charnwood show on it, and yeah, I mean you've got to get used to riding it. You know, with the gears, 1 up, 3 down, on the right hand side as well. So it's totally different to kind of modern day bikes. You've just got to focus and lock yourself in, and it does become, after a while, it becomes quite logical and quite natural when you're doing it. But you know, the old engineering as well. You've got your advance and retard, and you choke, and you kind of throttle, screw, and all the old carb stuff. So you've got to get it set up, valve lifter. You've got to get it to, you know, kicking it up is a bit of an art. But what a cracking machine! You know, it's absolutely fantastic. And when you're going down the road, people love to, you know, people wave and smile, and it's a great thing. So really looking forward to getting it. We're going to be doing, hopefully, we're going to find where I live. We're going to find local places, perhaps look on TripAdvisor or you know, just kind of word of mouth of nice places to go and visit. And we're going to start ticking them off and going around and doing little expeditions. We'll upload videos of that. And as we get a bit braver, we'll start going a bit further and further apart. I mean, I've got, my ultimate ambition. I'd love to kind of get it to Wales or somewhere like that. This guy did, didn't he? He kind of got it to September 1986. This guy carried us and back to South Wales. I might look that up actually. This occasion take part in their road run on the Saturday, whether that still goes on or not. Kind of that's nearly 40 years ago now, isn't it? Wow. So there we go. The Norton Big 4. Stay tuned, please. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, it really does help us and keeps us motivated to produce more stuff. So if you want to kind of watch the journeys that we do with the Norton, please do that, and we shall stay in touch. Thanks.